It's finished. We have a little bit of victory. It looks something like that. And I just wanted to give everybody some post-race thoughts. First of all, I gotta start off by saying just a huge, massive amount of thank you to all of the London Reelers around the world. We estimated we had 500,000, maybe upwards of 1 million people that watched all of these episodes. People were stopping me left and right at Ironman, talking about how they had seen the series and it inspired them. It was absolutely incredible. So I gotta say thank you to all of those people involved for helping me get here and for being a part of this amazing journey. Of course, I really want to thank John Joseph for getting me to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and all of this craziness. We went from the Brooklyn Bridge to Chattanooga Bridge, and that's where he challenged me to do this race. I never knew what was going to happen. I never knew that I would be opening up about my heroin addiction from 2001. I never thought I would be talking about that, but you know, John Joseph has a way of doing those things, and you know, he's been so open and honest about his life that it just was a great place for me to do it too. And I think it's made me a better person, really, just being so open and honest with all of you. It's really changed my life. This whole journey has. And it's been an amazing day. So I also want to give thanks to Samantha Murphy, my coach. Without her, I don't think I could have made it through today the way I did. I followed all of her advice as far as up to the race, nutrition, during the race, nutrition, hydration, salt, everything. It really helped to make this thing happen. So huge thanks to her. And of course, I need to thank Mariana, the love of my life, for just putting up with me every single day for this crazy journey and this crazy wish, and for getting up at 6 a.m. and cooking plant-based food for me every single day. Absolutely incredible. I just want to send a lot of love out to her, my 2 sons, and of course my stepdaughter Gabby. It just means so much, and the whole team at London Reel as well. The crew here doing video have been absolutely amazing, and of course the whole team at the world headquarters make this stuff happen every single day. So big shout outs and thank yous to everybody than that. What was the race like? Well, it was pretty crazy. I woke up at 3:30 this morning and getting ready for this thing. I didn't sleep much the night before. I had everything laid out. We had to be down there really early. We were in the dark running around. There's people there. There was literally 3,000 bikes, $20 million worth of bikes, I estimated, in this parking lot. I laid everything out. We got ready. We took a bus over to the swim. It was crazy. I had the wetsuit on. People were taking care of me the whole time, and it was great. But then I had to jump in the water. But I felt calm the whole time, and that's the weird thing, is I felt really calm this whole week, you know? And maybe it's just because I knew it was going to happen, so there's no point in being anxious about it. I'm not sure what it was, but I felt good. I got in the water and got, you know, a few bumps and kicks and stuff, but otherwise I got to it, and I just started really focusing on my stroke and pulling and pulling and pulling. Bartek, my swim coach, has been amazing in London. I want to send massive thanks to him because he's been training me, you know, for the last 3 months for this race, but even months before that when I just thought swimming was a hobby. And he really made this happen. Open watered swims, wetsuit swims. I got out of that swim in 30 minutes, which is crazy. Then I got on the bike and I don't know, I just was going for it. And I think it all comes down to, of course, Mr. Dan Pena, who sent me a 3-page, all red capital email a couple days ago. And he said, Brian, leave it all in the race. Because Dan used to run marathons and even ultras. He ran a 100-mile race, and he said, Brian, every single time I had absolutely nothing left. And so that's what he was talking about, and that's what I did. And so I just left it out there. And when I saw myself with these bike riders, you know, it's almost a little weird metaphor like life. It's like I was hanging out with this pack of people and they were doing okay. And I was like, wow, I'm here and I'm going pretty good. And I listened to Dan and I was like, fuck this. I can go harder, and I knew I can go harder. My legs should be burning. And I started passing people, and it looked like I was passing some like Ironman pros, guys with Ironman tattoos on their calves. And I was just pushing every time I could, fast as I could down the hills. I went up to like 40 miles an hour on one hill. I thought I was just going to be just a splat on the pavement, and I just kept going. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do this. And I finished the bike in 2 hours, 51 minutes, which is almost an hour better than I've ever done it, which was absolutely incredible. So I got off that and I was like, wow. And then I hit the run. It was 90-degree heat, and it was absolute horror. It was just like the first 2 miles, I felt like death. I felt like I wanted to throw up. My belly was full of 3 liters of fluid and gel packs, and it was the hardest run I've ever done. It was like a death march, but I promised myself I would not walk no matter what. And there's people that are walking, and I'm just like, I'm not going out like that. So I ran the whole way. I never started walking, and I just made it happen. And so that's what the plan was. It was brutal. It was painful. I was just counting the numbers. I won't lie to you. I wasn't having all these beautiful visions and flashbacks. I was just like, ow, ow, ow. Let's get through it. Let's get through it. Let's get through it. But the last 100 meters, I was flying. A lot of you watched me, and it was absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for that. And a lot of you saw me going down. My dad watched me in real time. My mom watched me, and a lot of you did. So thanks so much. We'll have footage from that. And I actually beat John Joseph. I wasn't trying to, but he had some major problems with his bike, and so we got slowed down. And so he just came in behind me. So, of course, after the race, John and Samantha both say, do the full Ironman. Right now, that seems absolutely insane, because if I had to run a marathon today in these conditions, it would be brutal. So my final time was 5 hours, 51 minutes, which is nothing I ever expected to do, which is amazing. And I just want to say, like, this has all been an amazing journey, and I really believe that we are all one. You know, and every time I go connect with people and do something out of my comfort zone, I just think like we are just this one piece of humanity, and we just have to always remember that. And today, the vibe at Ironman is absolutely amazing. The volunteers, the people, the support, that you're gonna make it, man, you're gonna make it. It was just absolutely incredible. And so I had to go do this, you know, I had to go slay this dragon. And, you know, Mariano wasn't a big fan of not being here, but I just had to go do this alone, you know, and I had to go do it, and I cut his fucking head off. And that's what I did, and I feel great about today and everything that happened, and I just love everyone's support. And thank you so much for being part of this Ironman adventure. We will have 2 more episodes for you talking about this whole trip and everything that's happening. And thank you to Dan Pena, the $50 billion man, who pushed me to just go out there. My hamstrings crammed up in the run because of me pushing on the bike, but fuck it. You go big once in your life, and this is the time to try it out. So I felt great. Everybody was really impressed, and I was impressed too. So I feel good. I'm not going to wear this around the rest of the night, but I thought I'd put it on now. We're going to go party now with John McMahon, one of our London Real Academy Business Accelerator graduates, who's running like a couple $1 million business on the back of that. I'm going to go. He's cooking a big vegan dinner. I am staying plant-based for now. And I'm just gonna go chill with some great people tonight. So that's it. I'm signing off from Chattanooga. Thank you all so much for your support, to my family, to everybody, to all of you, to everybody who just this moved you, someone who wants to start exercising. I see people trying to do triathlons and all this stuff, for people that want to go plant-based, the people that want to get straight about their addictions, you know, alcohol addiction. I was an alcoholic for 20 some odd years. It was right in front of my face, but I never did anything about it. Maybe this inspires you to just take a look at yourself and say, I don't need that liter of vodka every day. Yeah, I don't need that case of beer every day. Yeah, that was me, and, you know, and there's no need for that, you know. I wish I had been enlightened earlier on, not to mention the heroin and all the other nonsense. So again, big love going out to John Joseph, Samantha Murphy, the whole crew here that has made this happen. These guys work so hard, Banny and Luis and John and Everton. So those guys are amazing, and everybody back at headquarters. I love you guys. We're out of here. I'm in the jungle here. Love you, Tennessee, and love you, Georgia, which I cycled through today. Just amazing stuff. All right, that's the longest vlog on record. I love you guys tons, and more great stuff is coming soon. And the movie will be out in September, which will be something completely different than the series. So stay tuned for that. And that's it, baby. It's about the journey. It's about the motherfucking journey. Make it happen. Pull the trigger. Do great things, but also enjoy the process. That's what I learned. All right, take care. Bye.